And we're back. Good afternoon, Thursday afternoon to our listeners out there. This is Josh Thomas coming to you live from the Memphis Jewish Community Center in Memphis, Tennessee, alongside Stuart Thomas, as we are set to bring you the second game on Court 1 in the 8th Annual Cooper Invitational, which will feature the Chicagoland Jewish High School Tigers versus the Weinbaum Yeshiva High School Storm out of Boca Raton, Florida. Our first game was a 1-16 matchup where the North Shore Stars were victorious over the Denver Academy of Torah Wolves. The Stars will take on the RASG Warriors out of Miami, who won a tightly contested ball game. They were actually trailing most of the game, but ended up defeating the Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School in a really tight ball game on the other court. Here, like I said, we are about to have Chicagoland, the 4 seed, taking on the 13-seeded Storm of the Weinbaum Yeshiva High School. The winner of that game will face the winner of the Torah Academy of Bergen County versus Fasman Yeshiva High School, which will be the last game on Court 2 this afternoon. So you could see an all-Chicago quarterfinal if Chicagoland and Fasman are victorious in those 2 games. Both teams have gone to their respective benches for some final pregame discussion with their coaches.
And obviously, the Chicagoland Tigers go through Josh Newlander, the perennial Jewish high school basketball player of the year. And haven't seen, I don't remember the Weinbaum, I'm looking through. They've been here before. I don't know if it's been a few years or what, but I don't recognize the name, so we'll get into it as we get there. But I know, obviously we know about Josh Newlander, as we talked about.
Was it last year or 2 years ago that he was dealing with an injury?
He dealt with last year against North Shore in the semifinals. He had an ankle injury that he tried to play through and just couldn't do it. But I did talk to the coach before the game, and he said that he's been looking good. He's back at 100%, and obviously, as Josh Newlander goes, so do the Chicagoland Tigers.
Buzzer sounds, and we are about ready to get underway. Bring you the starting lineups as soon as we see them. Jared Stern. I remember Jared coming out on the floor for Weinbaum along with Donnie Barrett's. Barat. So we had a long.
We still don't know.
Still waiting for. Again, if you'd like to send along any messages, name pronunciation corrections, we often have to deal with that. You can tweet me. This is Josh at JT on the cards. That's JT on the cards. No punctuation or anything in that Twitter handle. Getting back to the starting lineups: Yitzhak Kamenetsky for Weinbaum, Evan Jacoby, Baratz, and I think I've covered everybody. And then for Chicagoland, we've got Ellie Schreier, Josh Newlander. I see a 4. Is that 4 or 14 out there?
I think that's Jacob Ehrlichman.
Jacob Ehrlichman, and then Jonah Carroll, number 55, and Ellie Nassatir. Again, any help on name pronunciations would be appreciated. And then the opening 3 just out. Even watching Newlander go up and get that board there, he really hangs. He's got really great elevation for a smaller player. Inbounds, entry pass into Carroll. Ball gets tipped away, and here comes Weinbaum. No score early going here. Opening minute of this 4-13 battle. Both teams looking confident on the offensive side. I don't have a number 20 for Weinbaum on my roster, Stuart. Weinbaum scores. Did not see who put the bucket in, but it's 2-0. Oh, and the Newlander tries to go behind the back, loses the handle, stolen by Yitzhak Kamenetsky. He lays it in, and it's 4-0. Now here comes Newlander. Open floor. Passes into the corner to number 24, Eli Nassatir. He misses the three, and then they're unable to score on the offensive board. And Weinbaum looks to build on an opening burst. They're up 4-0. Diving down. I recognize number 20, but I'm see if I can figure out who that is. I don't have a 20 on the roster, but I recognize the player by appearance.
We'll get it as soon as the first time out. We'll get some help there.
At the line, makes the first. 5-0 Weinbaum. Second is also good. 6-0 Weinbaum. Newlander dumps it off, gets the ball back along the baseline, tries to penetrate, can't get it to go, stolen. Weinbaum very active on the defensive side.
Oh, now they get the breakaway.
Good block there by
nice
Carroll.
block.
Here's Newlander. Trying to get the game to come to him. Sets up the offense. Corner to Ehrlichman. And pass goes astray, and then it's over and back. Chicagoland having a little trouble getting into the offensive set right now.
Listen, you know, they walk in, they're a number 4 seed, they see a 13 seed, and they think, you know, or maybe they think, oh, here we go. Maybe they don't recognize this team, and Weinbaum's come to play. If they score here, I see Coach of Chicagoland calling a timeout. Oh, nice play.
Surprised that Newlander just let number 5, Donnie Barrett's just dump in, you know, kind of duck inside and didn't do a good job of boxing out. They're down 8-0, and like you said, Stuart, Coach Newlander calmly calls a timeout. No panic, very early, but they find themselves now down 8.
Right. I mean, obviously, they're veterans in this type of tournament, and they'll weather this storm. But Weinbaum's come out and really pretty much hit Chicagoland in the face and said, "Here we are, come get us." And they're playing with a lot of energy. And right now, you know, and it's interesting. You see a timeout like that because Chicagoland wants to kind of slow things down and calm things down. In the meantime, Weinbaum gets over there and gets himself more energetic and more excited about what they've been able to do so far. So it kind of works both ways. But Weinbaum has definitely come in here well prepared for this so far. Good ball movement and a lot of tenacity on defense.
Referee has called Chicagoland out on the floor. They haven't gone out there now. Here they come. Down 8, but again, very early. Newlander looks like he's trying to stretch it out a little bit. Stretches left calf out. Weinbaum picks up aggressively here on the inbounds. Newlander at the half-court line. Dribbles left. Nice spin move into the lane. Can't get the floater to go, though. Ball is tipped around and comes away to Weinbaum. So Newlander got his first really good look at the basket, but couldn't get the ball to fall.
Weinbaum looks like everybody's crashing the boards also. Nice breaking of the press there.
Stern finds Barrett. Oh, misses the easy lay-in. Could have gone up to 10. Now here's Newlander, dumps it back. Inside to Carroll. His entry pass is tipped away and then off of a Storm player, and then they try to run, can't get it.
Storm is playing great defense, but they're going to have to play a little harder, you know, protecting this ball. They're making some silly passes.
Nice reverse layup by Jonah Carroll, the sophomore center. First basket for Chicagoland, cuts it to 8-2. Here's Stern going the other way. Fast pace here in the early going. Here's Stern from 17, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Nassatir, and Chicagoland looks to cut into this 6-point lead. Nearly halfway gone in the opening stanza. 8-2 Weinbaum. Here's Newlander, goes in, and then jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor Chicagoland. Nice job on defense there to deny
hit the buzzer.
Chicagoland with some substitutions. Or was that Weinbaum who brought in some new personnel? We'll get that to you.
Nice.
Oh, great steal on the inbound
I think
play
he
by
made a double dribble.
Jacoby. 8-2. Early goings here in Memphis. Opening round action. 8th annual Cooper Invitational. Newlander gets the pass in to Ehrlichman. He looks to penetrate along the left baseline. Kicks it back out to Ehrlichman. And then his pass to Nasatir is off the mark, goes out of bounds, and turnover, gives the ball back to Weinbaum. Stern, the point guard, dribbles up, guarded by Ehrlichman. Over to Schultz, who's in the ballgame now for Weinbaum. Pass nearly stolen by Newlander, but it goes out of bounds off the deflection. Possession will stay on this end. Again, if I can get some help on number 20 on Weinbaum, that'd be appreciated. I would imagine he's on our roster, but with an incorrect number listed there. Michael Pearl into the ballgame for Weinbaum. He'll take Stern's place. Need some help on the inbounds. They find Pearl for an open three. It's good.
Wow.
Shot falls, and it's now 11-2, and Weinbaum is aggressive in the full court press. Actually tips the ball out of Newlander's hands. They're double teaming Newlander, denying him the ball on this entry.
He was not on the court.
Number 12.
I'm telling you something.
Schreier.
Chicagoland is just pretty much like saying, what just happened?
Yeah, they're
they really need
stunned
to,
by this opening.
Absolutely. They need to somehow recollect themselves. They're going to find themselves in Tier 2. I know there's a lot of playing time left, but they have got to start playing with some more energy.
11-2 Weinbaum. And then travel on Jacoby as he tried to penetrate and was cut off, and then picked up his dribble and was called for the travel. Now here on this inbounds pass is a little bit more successful. They get it back to Schreier. They're denying Freelander the ball, and then Schultz a little bit too aggressive there on the defensive side and gets called for a foul in the backcourt. Yoni Maltzman into the ballgame as well now for Chicagoland. Joe Cohen as well. Looked like he might have had a chance to
keep going,
there.
but I mean,
here's Newlander for a three. Oh, Chicagoland could really use that offensive
nice
board
block
by Cohen, and he gets rejected on the putback.
Nice block by Barrett's or whatever.
I think it's Barrett's.
Whatever we've decided.
I've got a tweet help that's telling me it's Barrett's, and I think that I remember that now from last year. Jared Stern now checking back into the ball game for Evan Jacoby. Weinbaum looking to keep freshmen on the floor, not freshmen, but fresh bodies. Inbounds pass comes to Stern. Penetrate, but pulls it back out. Guarded closely by Cody Drexler in the ballgame for Chicagoland. Pass comes to Danis. Now a three is off the mark. Here comes Newlander for Chicagoland. They trail by 9, 11-2. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Newlander sends it over to Nasatir. He penetrates, puts up a little floater from 12, gets it to go, cuts the lead to 11-4. Still early here, but Chicagoland needs to try to find an answer on offense as they trail by 7. Oh, Stern is tackled by, looks like Kobe Drexler is going to call for the foul there. Foul's on the floor. Weinbaum maintains possession. Pearl to trigger the inbounds pass. 11-4, a little over 2 to play. Here's Stern into the corner. Pearl, his three is short, rebounded by Newlander. Good job on boxing out on that time. He got burned once, not that time. Slowly dribbles across the half-court line, nearly walks, and then I think we got it tipped out of bounds by Weinbaum. Kind of a bailout there as Newlander picked up his dribble. It seems like he's just not as into it as he needs to be right now. They've got to up the energy level and up the intensity level. Someone's got to come pass this ball in for Chicagoland. The count is on. Needs to find Newlander. Does so. Fortunate not to get a turnover there. Here's Newlander for a long three off right. Nasatir corrals the rebound in the corner. He dumps it down to, I believe, Cohen. The ball is nearly stolen. Chicagoland comes away with the ball. Quick hands by Weinbaum. And then got a foul on the floor. Looks like the foul was called on. Didn't see who the call was on. Weinbaum gets called for the foul on the loose ball scrum on the floor. Now here's Chicagoland. Far side. Yoni Maltzman to trigger the inbounds to Newlander, guarded by Stern at the right hash. He penetrates to the top of the key, gets it over to Maltzman. Now here's Carroll. Back out to Nasatir. Chicagoland having trouble finding open looks. Maltzman's three is short. Can't get the rebound. Weinbaum comes down with it. Slows it down. Stern across the half-court line. Pearl in the corner. Stern again. Dribbles near the right hash. He's fouled by Drexler. A minute to play. First quarter. Chicagoland trails by 7. Chicagoland just hasn't even had many possessions with looks at the basket. They've had a lot of turnovers.
They've just been totally taken out of their game with this kind of onslaught from the Storm.
It looked like a travel there, no call. And then I think we got a reach on the penetration. Fouls on Yoni Maltzman, the sophomore guard. We're a tick under a minute to play in the first quarter. Chicagoland trailing 11-4 to the Weinbaum Storm. Schultz to trigger the inbounds for Weinbaum at the far hash. Weinbaum going left to right across our screen here. Here's Pearl now dribbling out of pressure. Gets it to Stern in the center circle. Now Schultz dribbles into the lane. Gonna get called for a charge. Just a little out of control and ran over Ellie Schreier, doing a good job of establishing position. Gets the call. Turnover for the Storm. Here now comes Chicagoland. Newlander shouts out the offense. Gets a pick from Herman. Svi Herman to the ball game for Chicagoland. Not sure what the whistle was here. There seemed to be some confusion as to I'm not sure what that whistle was, but what that does is it allows the Storm to set up some pressure defense here when Chicagoland was bringing it up unharassed. Now here's Newlander guarded by Jacoby as he comes across the half-court line. Looks to get a give and go. Now thinks about a long three, but instead his pass is stolen. Quick hands there from the Storm. 20 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Ball looks like it was off the foot of Newlander. I think the referee saw that. And Weinbaum will maintain possession, up 7 with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pearl right here at the half-court line, looking to send the ball inbounds to Stern, but John Dunn, head coach of the Weinbaum Storm, calls a timeout as he saw his team having trouble getting the ball inbounds.
It's the second time they've had a little trouble getting the ball inbounds. They're moving around, but no one's coming to the ball. There's a lot of movement going on out in the court, but no one's actually coming to the ball.
So they burn a timeout here with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. Very positive beginning here for the Storm. They lead 11-4, looking to pull what would be considered a relatively big upset according to the seeding, as they are taking on the number 4 seed in the tournament, the Chicagoland Tigers. Pearl on the inbounds.
Still, again, a lot of movement around, but no one's coming to the ball till just now.
Here's Stern with 15 seconds to play at the right hash mark. Guarded closely. Pulls up for I think it would have been a long 2, but it's no good. And then Newlander with the rebound. Last chance for a last shot here for the Tigers. Newlander pulls up for 3. Oh, just off the back iron. And then nearly put back in by Nasatir. He can't get it to go, though, but Newlander just not finding the range. Had a good, decent look at 3 there in the open court, but couldn't get it to fall.
But again, I think Chicagoland came into this game, and I'm not saying they took this team lightly, but you know, when you look at a 13 seed and you're a 4 seed and you're ready to come in here and take this tournament by storm, no pun intended, Weinbaum, you kind of get a little lackadaisical. And Weinbaum came out with energy and really did what they wanted to do from the get-go. And Coach Dunn really has his team prepared for this basketball game. And Chicagoland's going to have to get their mojo back, if you will, or they're going to find themselves in a heap of trouble here. But, again, plenty of time to go. Yeah. Plenty of time for this.
Really, you can't try to get it all back at once, and I'm sure that Coach Newlander will stress that. I mean, you know, we've still got a quarter to play even before we get to the halftime whistle. So they just need to kind of establish what they want to do and just chip into this lead and just make sure they don't let Storm build on this. It was already a 7-point lead at this point. Storm with the ball to start the second quarter. Carroll, Ehrlichman, Schreier, Nassatir, and Newlander on the floor. Oh, and then a nice opening possession for Weinbaum. Elias Atias gets the layup, and it's a 9-point lead for the Storm. Here's Newlander. Newlander drives into the lane, and I think he assumes that Nassatir is set up in the corner kind of in a Shane Battier type position, but Nassatir had kind of floated a little bit high, and the pass was off the mark. I think he's expecting his teammate to be in a certain spot, and he's not there. And then looks like Schreier gets called for a bit too aggressive on the defensive side, and Chicagoland now down 9, 13-4 with 7:40 to play. Weinbaum, just more and more good possessions for them on both the offensive and defensive side. Chicagoland turning the ball over an awful lot.
No, I was going to say Chicagoland get more worried than being down by 9 is the fact that they've only scored 4 points.
This is a team that I'm sure is used to seeing more points on the board at this point in the game. Oh, Atias brought the ball down too low, had it easily stolen. Now here's Newlander. Oh, and goes up with a very athletic-looking layup, but puts it into the bottom of the rim. And then
you've got to just go and shoot that layup like you learned when you were in 3rd grade.
Schreier gets called for the foul. It's either his 2nd or 3rd. He might find himself in a little bit of foul trouble, and I believe it's going to be foul shots on the other end for the Storm. Chance to build on this 9-point lead.
They'll be in the bonus for the rest of this half.
Right.
And let's see if they can make it. I think they've already made a couple of free throws, but if they're good from the charity stripe, that's going to really help them out scoring.
Jacob Danis, his first is off the mark. Newlander skies in for the rebound. Lead is 9. Now here's Schreier. Off to Ehrlichman. Trying to find Nassatir. And he tries to find a cutting Newlander, and it's just not there. Pass was forced a bit, and then a nice layup on the other end from Jacoby, and the lead is 11. So the second quarter starting off the same way the first quarter went for Chicagoland. They are down 11 with just under 7 to play in the first half. Newlander trying to create. Oh, nice pass down low to Schreier. He can't get it to go, and he's got to be careful about getting another foul there. Like I said, I know he's been whistled for 2 early on here. Maybe 3. Stern nearly loses the ball in the corner, but then sends it back out to Jacoby. Stern now center circle. Over to, this is Zagi. I'm sure I'm getting that name wrong, but Eli Zagi.
Zagi, I'm going to go with.
Into the game now for the Storm, and then it looks like Yitzhak Kamenetsky is going to check in as well. Need to get a little bit more horn action from the.
If they're not hitting the horn.
They need to get a little hornier over there to make sure the referees know what's going on. Here's Nassatir into the lane, kicks it back out to Abergel, who's into the game for the first time for Chicagoland. Now here's Newlander. He got bumped pretty hard there on the 2. Very aggressive defense, and Newlander's going to have a chance. And again, the old cliche about, maybe if Newlander can get himself a bucket here from the free throw line, get a point or 2 from the free throw line, see that basketball go into the hoop, that might help him. Newlander's first is also off the mark. He's just having a really tough day here to start out opening round action here in Memphis, and you see he's frustrated. Steps to the line for the second. trying to cut the lead back to 10. It's 15-4 Weinbaum at the moment. Second one rolls off, no good. Misses 2 free throws and just can't get anything
Nothing
positive.
going on right now. Nothing going on positive right now, if you will, for the Storm. I mean, for the Storm, for the Tigers.
Newlander gets the rebound off of the miss from the Storm, looking to run. 15-4 Weinbaum. Here's Nasatir, free throw line. Shot off the back iron. Good rebound by Danis. Weinbaum is a sort of a sneaky tall team. They've got a lot of height throughout the lineup. And now, oh, nice steal by Nasatir. And then I think we're going to get a travel on. Zaghi got tied up by a Tiger defender, and then after retrieving the ball, he sort of slid on the ground and was called for the travel. Newlander actually taking a seat. Here's Maltzman. Gets it over to Abergel into the ball game for Chicagoland. Schreier.
Not sure where the scoring is going to come from Chicagoland with this lineup that's in right now.
Here's Ehrlichman.
Oh,
tipped
nice
away.
steal.
Jacoby for the layup. Left-handed layup gets it to go, and it's 17-4. And now it's starting to get a little bit more concerning if you're a Chicagoland Tiger fan. Still over 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Nasatir, guarded by Zaghi. Storm doing a really nice job of just contesting everything. Now here's Maltzman. Again, a lot of shots just slightly off the mark for Chicagoland. They're getting some looks that just aren't falling, and now Kobe Drexler checks back into the ball game for Jacob Ehrlichman for Chicagoland. Here's Maltzman now between the center circles. He sends it Nasatir. Nasatir is harassed by Zaghi, and he gets called for the foul. A little too aggressive, trying to steal that pass. 17-4 Weinbaum.
Was he harassed or harassed, Josh?
He was harassed.
He was harassed.
Go with
okay.
harassed.
All right.
Here's Maltzman, cut off by Danis. Now Nasatir tries to spin. Oh, and they finally got someone on the block, but he did. That was Schreier, gets the floater to go. Kind of took him a while to get the shot going. He received the pass wide open on the block, but didn't go straight up. Allowed the defender to get there, but still managed to get the shot to go. 17-6 now, Weinbaum. Zaghi at the right hash. Dribbles into the lane. Nice defense by Chicagoland. A loose ball on the floor. Missed. And then, Chicagoland just can't get a break. Could have had a rebound, but instead the ball goes out of bounds off of Chicagoland. Weinbaum has it. 4:01 to play in the second quarter. Newlander's going to check back in.
Actually, not much damage.
Abergel. Now here's Weinbaum underneath. Oh, not a very creative inbounds play, and it's easily stolen by Newlander. He comes on the other side. Lays it in left-handed very easily. 17-8, lead back down under 10 now. Now here's Weinbaum, and I think that Coach Dunn has called a timeout.
He was trying to call a timeout for about 10 seconds. These referees are not, they're not paying attention, I guess. Again, when there's two, the setup in the gym here at the JCC is pretty much, two courts playing right next to each other. A lot of whistles, a lot of buzzers going on. Referees trying to pay attention to the game, and it's very difficult for a coach to get the referee's attention for a timeout. So it's incumbent upon the players to call the timeout. If they want a timeout, go tell the ref, I want a timeout. Been waiting all day to use the word incumbent, so I figured I'd get that in somehow.
17-8 Weinbaum. The lead was momentarily 13, but Chicagoland has put together a little bit of a mini 4-0 run. Weinbaum will have possession after this timeout, leading by 9. Number 32, Kobe Harari, into the ball game for Weinbaum. Kamenetsky, Stern.
Oh, man, Weinbaum is just really lucky to get that ball in bounds. Got to go up strong with that.
Oh,
nice
great block by Newlander.
Very nice block.
Kamenetsky was able to get the rebound, though, after the block, so alert play by him. But nice block.
Wow.
And then number 32, I think it was Harari with the three.
Yes.
Just into the ball game, and he immediately provides some offense to the Storm. 20-8. And then
nothing there.
Looked like Drexler penetrated along the baseline, tried to find a cutter into the lane, but Weinbaum sniffed it out and stole the pass, and then to compound the turnover, a foul, and Stern's going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 as Benjamin Saltzman is going to check into the ball game for Chicagoland, replacing Kobe Drexler. 3:15 to play.
I like this Jared Stearns game. He's a sophomore, but he really runs this offense, and he's very quick, but he's in control of the ball. And obviously a very good free throw shooter, as you would hope most of your point guards are.
After Chicagoland had cut the lead from 13 down to 9, the Storm suddenly finds himself with a chance to, and does, build a lead to 14, the biggest lead of the ball game. And then the entry pass to Newlander is tipped out at bounds. Chicagoland maintains possession, but now they don't have the ability to run the floor here. Storm pick up full court, looking to deny Newlander the ball, but now he gets it. He's looking to beat the defense down the floor. Good job by the Storm to prevent that from happening. And then a pass goes awry from Salzman, trying to kick it out to a spot-up shooter on the left-hand side, out of bounds, turnover. Weinbaum ball up 14 as we tick down towards 3 to play in the second quarter. Stern with a nice dump off to Barrett, misses the shot, rebounded by Schreier. Chicagoland looking to push. Newlander, left-hand elbow three-point shooter, can't get it to go. Nice rebound by Barrett. Good job of boxing out. Stern, chased by several Chicagoland defenders, finds a teammate in the corner, and then he's pushed by Saltzman, and that will send the Storm back to the free throw line. Looks like it will be Kamenetsky. Free throws missed. Newlander gets the rebound. And now he will try to bring the ball up. Trailing by 14. Here's Nassatir trying to penetrate on Barrett, and just makes another sloppy pass, another turnover for Chicagoland. Stern knifes into the lane, can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Maltzman. And Coach Newlander wants a full timeout, and he really needs to try to establish something positive here before the halftime whistle. They trail by 14.
Right, and I think right now the goal is to get it below 10. We hear it all the time, but I think the goal is to get it below 10 and then, go into halftime and figure out what the heck is going on here.
I'm waving at you from across, but you're not seeing me.
I saw you. I noticed. I was like, hey, that's her. How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you. How's your year?
Good.
You look good?
So far, so good. We're trying.
2:14 to play as Chicagoland has called a timeout and looking to find some sort of offensive presence. Clearly everything goes through Newlander, and he's just having a little trouble finding the mark, but a lot of turnovers on the offensive side for Chicagoland, and as they trail 22-8. Weinbaum has come out with a lot of energy, and they've got a quality team. They've got, like I said, a lot of height, a lot of length with Barrett and Danis, Kamenetsky, and they've just been kind of doing what they want to do, it seems like, on both sides of the floor, getting into a lot of passing lanes, causing a lot of steals and turnovers.
Again, these referees.
I think they've got to do a better job of communicating to the player. I mean, you can't say it's that shouldn't be happening where you're putting the ball down and starting to count. That should happen once in a ball game, maybe. Is kind of like
we've already seen it at least
it's 4
half
times.
a dozen. Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
And, again, I don't think it's on the players. I think they've got to do a better job of communicating to the players where the inbounds is happening and what the timing situation is. All right, now here we are. Chicagoland on the offensive end. Maltzman swings back to Newlander. He had a chance to put up a three, but maybe doesn't feel that confident, but instead steps back into one, and it's too long. Had it on line, but a little bit long.
I think
referee said the ball went out of bounds off of the Storm.
Looked like it went off of Chicago, but
another turnover there. Nassatir trying to find Svi Herman in the corner, but the bounce pass goes through his hands and out of bounds. Another turnover. 22-8. Weinbaum. Stern to Dennis at the free throw line. He turns, penetrates, puts up the layup, and gets it to go. 24-8. 16-point lead for Weinbaum. Clock is not running now. There it is. We're having
scoreboard, really. Yeah. They've got.
It's 24-8.
We'll get it fixed. Well, they'll get it fixed.
Main thing is to have the. Hopefully, the book correctly has it. Herman into the corner to Newlander. Closely watched. Oh, nice penetration. Puts up the layup and gets it to go.
Excellent play there.
Good elevation by Newlander to go up and lay that in calmly off the backboard. Now steal.
Ooh.
Could have maybe gotten a reach call, but no whistle. Chicagoland creates another possession here as they get the steal with the full court press. Carroll checks back into the ball game for Herman. Schreier, far side, gets it into Nassatir. He goes up, gets fouled from behind by Dennis, and he'll go to the line for two.
Dennis is kind of questioning that, but anytime you swat like that and you come from behind, they're gonna get the call almost every time. Chicagoland just can't score from the free throw line as well. And now if I'm Weinbaum, I'm going to walk this ball down the court and try to take some time off here.
Nassatir makes the second, and Chicagoland looks to, well, they look like they might pick up full court, but now looks to trap on the sideline, can't get it. And Weinbaum breaks, brings it across the half-court line. Now here's Stern.
Clock's not running, these guys.
Having some clock and scoreboard issues over there, and hopefully get those things corrected going forward, Stuart.
Lee Baum, the head of the clock keeper book.
It's the clock master.
He's the clock master and the book master.
Might be coming over to give a few words.
Head of the union. He's going to come over and see what's going on and see if we can get that straight away. Because, these are union employees. Not anybody can just talk to them. There's a nice ball movement there by Weinbaum. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Now here's Barretts again. Dribbles into the lane. Might have gotten a reach, but no call.
Nice.
Kamenetsky dumps it down to Dennis. He tries to put it into the chest of, long three from Kamenetsky is very short. And now Chicagoland trails by 13, has the ball. Probably try to hold for the last possession here, even though they're down 13. 20 seconds to play. Newlander. They allow him to bring it up court slowly. Clock ticks down to 13, now 12. Maltzman, Newlander in the corner for three. Good.
Oh, that was huge.
And
huge.
Chicagoland needed that bad. Now here's Stern. You have to make sure you don't foul here. Did not get it off in time. I don't think that's going to count. Oh, they're saying it does. Oh, wow. I thought it looked like it might have been. Go back
to the instant replay. Can we get an instant replay on that last? You can't? No? Okay. No instant replay. All right. So
I thought he might have gotten it off just a hair late, but the officials say that they. Dennis got the bucket to go right at the buzzer, and that's a huge 2 points there for Weinbaum going into halftime. Instead of a 10-point lead, it's a 12-point lead, 26-14. Weinbaum, as they are looking to pull off the major day one upset here in Memphis, a 13 over a 4. So after a really positive development there for Chicagoland to cut the lead all the way down to 10 with a 3 from Newlander, they give up a bucket at the other end right as time expired. The officials ruled that it was off in time. From the naked eye, to me, in live action, looked like he might have gotten it off just a split second late. But Wyoming gets the benefit of the call, and they lead by 12 going into the second half. Chicagoland will have the ball to start, so if they can come out with a positive possession, cut it back down to 10, it's anybody's ball game.
Absolutely.
Even though Weinbaum certainly, ahead on all scorecards here in the opening half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with Weinbaum coming out. Obviously, they're very well prepared. Coach Dunn had, he had a game plan, and that game plan was to come out strong, fast. Let's hit them right now, and get them down, and then get the Tigers in a situation where they're having to play from behind. I'm not so sure they're used to that. They're obviously not used to only scoring 14 points in a half. I haven't seen a lot of their games, but just remembering them from last year and knowing how well they can score, that's got to be more concerning to them than being down by 12, actually. Defensively, there's a few areas that they're lacking. Weinbaum's making some great off-ball screens and moving the ball well. And Coach Newlander's got a lot of work ahead of him right now as we move here in the second half.
And like you say, a 12-point deficit is so much greater when you realize you've only scored 14. I mean, they're going to have to significantly improve on the offensive side to cut into that. You
Right.
can't score 14 again and expect to win this ball game. And they obviously have to look
100%.
to put up a much bigger number in the second half,
right,
as well as improve on the defensive side. This seems to be a long halftime.
As we go on in the tournament, depending on how we are on timing, the halftimes can go anywhere from 10 minutes to 3 minutes.
You never know. You really never know.
Yeah. Lee Baum, the union rep for all the clock masters and bookkeepers, making sure everything's going all right. Because, they have to have a break as well.
Right, exactly.
We're the only ones who don't get a break.
Meanwhile, on court 2, it would appear that the Nuju, I believe that's the Jaguars, over the hometown Cooper Yeshiva High School, 28-16. So got 12-point games on both courts right now. How is it that floor starts their first game before this one, but then starts their second game before this one starts? I don't understand how the timing works on the two floors.
What's that?
How that game ends up ahead of that their second game starts.
This game we had a few timeouts.
No, but it also started, for whatever reason, we scheduled the.
Oh, he had the off schedule. Yeah, I don't know why he has the off schedule of the 15 minutes to begin with.
And then, then that court ends up starting their second game. 15
there's one thing I've learned over the last 8 years is not to question Josh Kahane when it comes to putting together the process for this tournament.
You wonder what's in that cardboard box that he's carrying over there. Very interesting. Very mysterious. All right, we're back here at halftime. The 4-13 day one matchup at the 8th annual Cooper Invitational. Weinbaum Storm leading the Chicagoland Tigers 26-14. Weinbaum really just having everything go the way they are hoping in the first half. Getting offense and defense. A number of steals and turnovers as they taking Chicagoland out of their offense, and they lead by 12. Neither team is back here on the floor yet, Stuart. As neither team is back here on the floor, despite an extremely lengthy halftime break.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that works out for them.
I'm not sure who this benefits, though. Neither team being on the. I guess the Storm, in the sense that they leave. If this game gets called, They lead by.
Very interesting. Referee is clearing the court, but not really anybody to clear it for. We've got both teams that I guess he could put the ball on the floor, start counting to 5, and keep a turnover both ways.
Yeah, right now it's.
But this is just really strange.
I've seen one team not show. I've never seen both teams not show up after halftime. I don't know if the teams were expecting maybe someone, and there is usually. Is there an obligation to go and tell the teams?
No, I mean, listen, when I was coaching, I always had one of my assistants run in, see how much time is left on the clock and things like that. I never left it up to anybody to come tell me anything.
But like I said, very unusual that we're ready to get the second half underway, and neither squad is out on the floor.
Who's in this game coming up next?
Perhaps a political statement by both teams.
Could be. Maybe they're not excited about the way the clock's been being kept right now. But this is.
Now here comes. No, that's Atlanta.
That's
Atlanta.
It's a big building, Josh. These teams could be anywhere.
One. Never know. All right, here comes Weinbaum. They look like they have a sense of purpose about them. They're running out here onto the floor. So neither team will have shot over halftime to maybe, you would think maybe Chicagoland would have wanted to do that. But I would imagine that Coach Newlander really gave him quite a talking to. And now here comes Chicagoland.
I'm going to say more than just talking.
And now referee is looking for 5 players from Chicagoland to get onto the floor right now, and here they come. All right. After the delay, got both teams out on the floor. 26-14 Weinbaum. Start of the second half. Schreier to trigger the inbounds. Here's Newlander. Nearly loses possession. Gets it to Nassett here. Here's Newlander. Gets it to Carroll. Carroll's got an open look. Takes a while to get it going, and then after the miss, gets the ball back, and then puts up a little 8-foot hook and misses it. Here comes Weinbaum the other way. Stern for 3 off the mark. Newlander with the rebound.
That could have been a backbreaker. Even this early in the game, that could have been a backbreaker right there.
Chicagoland, I'm sure, would like to cut into the lead rather than see it go the other way, obviously. Looks like Weinbaum might try to throw 2 players at Newlander when they get a chance
absolutely. He just walked. He literally just started walking into his shot.
Carroll caught the ball and immediately established a pivot, but then moved that foot and got called for the walk. Never put the ball on the floor. And Chicagoland just, again, looking disjointed. And then on this side, and Jacoby is going to get called for the charge as he ran over Carroll. Carroll doing a good job of accepting the blow because he looks like he'd be a big guy hard guy to knock down, but he gets the offensive foul called on Jacoby. And now here comes Newlander again, guarded by 2 Storm. Looks like they're going to try to give him 2 players. Oh, and then a nice entry pass to Schreier underneath the basket, and he gets fouled going up. Chance for the clock has to stop on the free throw. The clock is running. The clock continues to run. Lost about 7 seconds there. 2 free throws. I was going to say chance for Chicagoland to score without the clock running, but and then Schreier misses the free throw, and Chicagoland not doing a good job of taking advantage of the few opportunities they are getting from the stripe. And you wonder what's going on the clock that's all you have to do pretty much in that job is just, and that free throw's missed badly. I think they're going to get one more free throw. There might have been.
Well, also I think the shooter also was going in before. The shooter can't go in until it hits the rim. He's following his shot.
Let's look a little more closely here what happened.
But this referee who's supposed to be watching that's totally not paying attention to that.
Second free throw is good, so take advantage of the opportunity there, the extra attempt from the free throw line. Cuts the lead to 11, 26-15. Here's Stern, beats the pressure.
Nice pass.
Barrett's, and then Newlander.
Slap over here.
I think they can call that clean. Stern to trigger the inbounds underneath the basket. After a block that sounded like a foul.
Coach Dunn's going to get a technical foul here. I'm not suggesting that it's not warranted. as the referee and the coach are kind of having a staring match against each other.
Stern gets it into Barrett. Swings it out front to Jacoby. And now Schultz. He gets it off to number 20.
Oh, we forgot to get who that is.
Never got a clear. Oh, might have gotten called for. Oh, nice job of getting a hand on the ball there on the shot attempt by Barrett. And now Newlander gets called for carrying. Got his hand underneath the ball and got called for it. How'd the clock get down that low there? It seemed like the clock. Wow, interesting. Here's Barrett. Stern, free throw line. Fadeaway, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Newlander. Chicagoland down 11, under 6 to play in the third quarter. Gets a pick from Schreier. Now brings it across half court, guarded by Schultz. Back to Newlander after a pass to.
What was the call?
It called for another
carry.
Another carry. Now I think they're getting a little.
He does have a little hesitation in his
right.
move, but I don't see the carry so much.
I didn't see one there. I saw one on the other play.
He's gonna have.
Now here's Stern. Penetrates along the baseline. Tries an entry pass into the lane. Blocked by Newlander. Just tips away again. Now here comes Schreier over to Newlander. Newlander trying to drive in, and he gets fouled by Barrett. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 and needs to convert these. As they are again getting sent to the line. Chance to score with the clock stopped. 5:23 to play in the third.
It's a good timeout here by Coach Dunn. I think that things have gotten a little bit out of sync here for Weinbaum here in the second, in the start of this second half. And although they haven't really, the score is not indicative of it. The Chicagoland seems to be getting into their movement a little bit more, and they've stepped up their defense a lot more.
So the lead was 12 at the half. It's now 11, but Newlander will have 2 free throws coming up here after this timeout. 5:23 to play in the third quarter. It's like Danis is going to come back into the ball game for the Storm, along with Stern, Jacoby, Schultz, and Barrett. Newlander to the line for Chicagoland. They have Carroll, Schreier, Ehrlichman, and Nassatir on the floor. Newlander's first free throw, better. Nothing but net on that one. Cuts the lead back to 10, 26-16. He eyes the second. Looks a little long. Bounces out. Lead is 10. Nice job on the open floor there by Jacoby. He saw the advantage. Chicagoland's got to have someone back to prevent that from happening. Too easy for the Storm. They convert with a chance for a three-point play to build a lead back up to 13. And the Storm, it looks like Jacoby may be coming up a little bit gimpy off after that layup. Might have tweaked a little ankle. Seems to be walking it off, though. He has the chance to convert the traditional three-point play and build the lead back up to 13. Free throws off the mark. Newlander does a nice job of rising above the rest of the players and getting the rebound. Lead is 12. Here's Newlander, top of the key, off the mark, rebounded by Barrett. Maybe forcing it a little bit too much there, but again, trying to find some way to create some offense for this Tiger squad. Now Stern over to Schultz at the right elbow. He dumps in for a long two, and again, perhaps ill-advised, a little quick. And now Ehrlichman the other way for the Tigers, and then going to get another travel on Carroll as he needs to put that ball on the floor there, a little bit too far from the basket to get that. And then Jacoby, who looked like he might have.
I think he may have ran into the stands there on that last three-pointer, on that last lay-in where he got fouled.
It looked like he was favoring the left
upper
thigh.
Yeah.
And the lead is 12. Storm basketball. Stern across the half-court line. 2 Barretts at the right elbow. Pearl.
Walk.
Pearl gets called for the travel. Too quick with the feet there. See Ellie Davidoff in the house.
Yep.
Carroll does a nice job of helping relieve the pressure on that full court press. Now here's Newlander. Ducks inside the top of the key. Now the ball comes to Schreier, right baseline. Back to Schultz and then Nassatir. Here's Carroll inside the three-point line along the right baseline. And Schreier, I think, gets called for stepping out of bounds.
Is that Leor Hode over there as well? A lot of dignitaries in the hizzy.
Representing the Frisch squad. Here's Stern. Referee telling the Tiger defender to
nice
stop
steal
the hand
by
check.
Stern. After he missed the layup, nice steal, and then, yeah.
Some of that call for an offensive foul.
Jacob Danis was just a little bit too aggressive going down the lane.
Nice job by Schreier to draw it. And the lead again, though, is still 12. The Chicagoland just can't create enough on the offensive side to cut into this lead as Dylan Janzak comes to the ball game now for Chicagoland. First we've seen of the junior forward. Carroll gives the ball off to Schreier, and Schreier brings it up. Looks like now they're maybe try to have Newlander off the ball, see if he can. Good job by Newlander to sort of draw the contact there by Schultz and just pick up a foul call again. Just get yourself closer and closer to the bonus situation. Kobe Harari back in the ball game for Weinbaum for the first time here in the second half. Number 32. Looks like he'll be tasked with guarding Newlander. Newlander finds Schultz, I believe that was, or excuse me, Ehrlichman cutting. Ehrlichman nearly lost the ball, and then the three-pointer falls. Touches every part of the rim and goes down for Chicagoland. The lead back to 9, 28-19, and then Newlander thought he had a clean steal, but gets called for the reach. He's very quick, and I think he felt he was able to duck in there and get it without contact, but referee sees otherwise, and Newlander gets called for the foul. Lead, though, back to 9 after that three-pointer. Pardon me. Here's the Storm now underneath the basket. Corner to Danis. Now out to Pearl.
Nice move.
Pearl can't get it to go, and then Atias creates another possession for the Storm, and Harari, I believe that's his second three of the ball game.
Yes. And he seems to do that every time he steps on the floor, like the first possession they have after he comes in the game. Look up, look up. Oh, too late.
Good job by Ehrlichman. Weinbaum had an open man down court, didn't find him, and then Ehrlichman did a nice job of quickly running down court and preventing the pass when
Also,
they finally did see him.
It seems that Weinbaum, every time that Chicagoland makes kind of a run, they get the three ball to break it up back into double digits. Nice pass by Harari there. Oh, nice play.
Really nice, strong move by Danis to get to the basket there, and the lead is suddenly back to 14. I think they gave the bucket to the wrong team on the scoreboard. Should be 33-19 instead of 31-21. Scoreboard has it wrong. It looks like they're correcting that. Now here's Newlander. Had an open look, but maybe rushed it a bit too much and misses it. Now here
Scores
comes
right now.
other way. Here's Harari gets called for a shuffle. Thought he did. Kind of hesitated and then shuffled the feet before he put the ball down on the floor. And now the clock's starting to become a factor, even though we're still in the third quarter. But Chicagoland is down by 14 and only has 19 points to show, and it's just going to be very, very difficult to find a way to cut into this deficit. Now here's Newlander in, puts it up with the left hand, and draws contact, gets the foul called, and now he's going to have 2 free throws. Chance to cut it back to 12. What was the call here? I guess they maybe called a illegal pick or something. That was interesting. I thought we were looking at free throws for Chicagoland. Now we're getting another another carrying call, and now you start to worry the officials maybe taking matters a little bit too much into
you
their
don't
own
want to
hands.
see that. Especially when he was just carrying the ball up the court. He's just dribbling up court.
Not like he.
Oh, nice steal.
Entry pass from Chicagoland is stolen, and then Maltzman gets called for the foul. Although Janczek is trying to get the foul called to him, knowing he's got 5 to give at this point. Joe Cohen checking to the ball game for the first time in the second half.
Chicagoland's going to have to figure out something to get
They're going to have to
more
create
movement. They're going to have to create some more opportunities for.
Well,
for
they're also
points
just going to have to turn Weinbaum over. And
right.
On defense, they just don't look sound enough to create that sort of pressure without fouling. They tend to get a little too handsy on the defensive side. Might even be getting into a bit of foul trouble. That's one of the reasons why I think you see Janczek in the ball game and why he was eagerly trying to get the officials to book that call on him as opposed to his teammate. Oh, then another nice strong move by Janis. Looked like he might have gotten away with some movement on the feet, and then Atias with another positive possession. The lead is 16 now. That might be the biggest lead of the ball game. Here's Maltzman. Nearly turns it over. Now Nasatir penetrates, and then Zaghi gets called for the foul. But I don't think the coach doesn't mind that. I mean, he probably appreciates the aggressive defense. Once again, the official putting the ball on the ground. They try to find a cutting Newlander, but the pass was too high. On this end,
basket and a foul.
The basket go. Who was that? That was Atias who made the bucket, and then the three-point chance. The lead is 18.
And Elias, for a 6 foot, I guess we'll call him a strong forward, he moves the ball. He moves well with the ball, but he needs to learn how to dribble without looking down so much.
Three-point play opportunity, and this lead is now 18 with a chance to double up Chicagoland. 37-19. Really, no one could have seen this coming. I mean, I expected a good ball game here, but Weinbaum has given them everything and then more. Misses the free throw.
Oh, and then he steals it.
Can't get that one to go,
Like to see him pull that ball back out, actually.
Look at that on defense. Newlander thought he had it open.
Weinbaum is pretty much everywhere.
It's a nice steal by, I think, Pearl, but then his momentum carried him out of bounds, and he wasn't able to stop before he stepped out of bounds.
And again,
you got to give them more than a half a second to get over there and get the what's the call here? I think delay of game warning. Did he hit the ball while I think he must have hit the ball while the player had the ball out of bounds.
That's a technical foul. What are you talking about?
I'm not sure what we're getting at. Some of the officiating in this game is
questionable at best.
The lead is 37-19 Weinbaum, 18-point lead with 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. And if Chicagoland's going to come back, they're going to have to start doing it soon. Here's Newlander for three, can't get it to go.
Well, the scoring's coming from Newlander, and if he can't get it, if he can't provide it for him, I don't think there's another player on their team that's going to be able to give them as much scoring as that. And that is not a walk. I'm sorry. That's just not a walk. No, he's going to tech him up. That's ridiculous.
There'll be some free throws here for
Coach Dunn is perplexed at best.
Newlander at the free throw line, makes 2 shots, and suddenly it's a 16-point game. They could score here and cut it back to 14 or 13.
Oh, yeah. I mean look,
there is time left.
But Josh, Newlander's going to have to get on track here. He's had some good looks at some threes. They're just not falling. He's hit a few. They're just not falling. I'd like to see him maybe go to the basket more and create the traditional three-point play, if you will.
Here's Maltzman, guarded by Stern. Gets it out to Carroll. Carroll's got to be careful. He's been called for several travels. He's got to be careful when he's got possession not to.
He doesn't seem very comfortable with the ball away from the basket like that.
Probably not where they want him to retrieve it.
I wouldn't think so.
The pass. And now
both teams will be in the bonus for the rest of the game.
Who's got shots here? Is this Carroll?
Oh my God!
What is it? They have a foot on the. I'm not even sure if he knows. I think maybe.
He still doesn't even know what the deal was.
So Chicagoland misses a golden opportunity there to maybe get a couple of free throws. Now Stern looks like he's going to try to dribble around for the last. Maltzman needs to make sure not to foul because that's just going to send them to the line. Now here's Stern. Clock ticks down to 10 seconds. Stern penetrates and gets the layup to go with the right hand. Lead back to 18. Now here's Newlander. 1 second, half court shot. Good if it goes. No.
We're going to get a number 20.
And the Storm build a 12-point halftime lead all the way up to 18, and now it's 39-21 Weinbaum going into the fourth quarter, and Chicagoland is going to have to make really a heroic effort to try to overcome this very, very large deficit going into the fourth quarter. I think I know who. Quick buzzer here to. After this game on this court, we are going to have the Eula Panthers versus Hillel coming up at 2:15. So shortly after this ball game.
I remember him from last year.
Just realized number 20 is Brian Feintuck. Right, that's right. You're right.
Okay.
We got all that cleared up.
We got all that cleared up.
All right, here comes Weinbaum. Start the fourth quarter with the possession. Stern, guarded closely by Ehrlichman.
Ehrlichman cannot stay with Stern. Stern pretty much can have his way with him if he wants.
Carroll could have gotten called for sort of undercutting on the. Oh, nice. Oh, and seemingly a nice pass, but Nassatir could not catch up to it. Newlander thought he had him ahead of him and couldn't quite find the angle.
Not much has gone Chicagoland's way in this game, and a lot of that is to do with the amount of energy that Weinbaum has brought to this game.
Yeah, they've from the opening tip, they have just played such intensity. And you combine that with some real quality ball players. Really, almost everyone. I mean, everyone on the floor for Weinbaum has done something positive when they're out there. I don't remember a lot of turnovers. Hit a missed shot right there, but a nice look. Now here's Schreier. He gets to Carroll on the block. Can't get it to go. Newlander unable to get the tip follow. Now here's Danis, guarded by Nassatir. Nassatir is called for the foul. It's on the floor, but it still will be free throws as both teams, I believe, are in the bonus. I'm not sure if it'll be 1-1 or the double. 1-1. Winner of this game again to face the winner of the TABC Fastman Skokie Yeshiva High School game coming up later on this afternoon. Missed free throw, and then Barretts gets called for over the back. .7:08 to play in the fourth quarter. And I think that actually will put Chicagoland on the free throw line for 1-1. Who was fouled? Do they know who was fouled? That's trying to keep track of everything here. Newlander goes to the line. I believe he's still got a 1-and-1. Makes the first. He needs to tilt that camera downward. Like, he needs to tilt the camera down. Makes both. Lead back to 16, 39-23. Can Chicagoland get a stop on this end? Here's Zaghi. Gets it to Danis. Wide open. Misses the layup, though. And then fight for the rebound. Then Newlander. Ooh, that can hurt an ankle right there. Nearly gets tackled. Danis, after missing the layup and then fighting hard for the rebound, ends up fouling Newlander. Newlander will go back to the line. Chance to cut into this lead again with the clock stop. 2 free throws here, and the lead will be back down to 14. Still plenty of time left for the Tigers. Coach Newlander calls a timeout. We haven't seen Fine Tuck in a while. Is he battling?
Yeah, he's pretty much been a role player today. I haven't seen much of him, but you know that could be.
Haven't seen him at all in the second half. Actually,
I mean, you know, I don't know. Coach Dunn kind of likes what he sees, and you know, why change it, right?
Newlander, who missed his first couple of attempts, has made 3 in a row now here in the fourth quarter. This would cut the lead to 14. Again, 7 minutes to play and a lot of time, but Chicagoland's got to do everything right from here on out. Lead is back to 14 as Newlander makes both. 39-25. The Storm with the lead. Stern across the half-court line. Chicagoland attempts to trap and able to do so. Oh, Danis was briefly open under the basket. They didn't find him. But again, no hurry here for the Storm. They lead by 14. Want to be patient on the possession here. Danis guarded by Newlander. Newlander tips the pass away. Tries to get the steal. It seemed like he got tackled. No call. But then a tie-up on the floor. Possession arrow favors the Storm.
No. Possession arrow. Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Well, I think that's wrong, but okay.
Who started the ball? Who started the fourth quarter with the ball? I think the Storm did.
Chicagoland did.
Oh, so then that was a mistake.
Unless it was a jump ball, we don't remember.
And now the possession arrow is...
It's correct. They moved it.
No, they.
Oh, no, you're right. They really don't have this right.
Three-pointer from Herman is missed, and then like someone gets fouled trying to put up a layup, and he'll have 2 free throws. And now Feintuck is going to check back into the ball game, as well as Maltzman for Chicagoland. Schreier will go to the line for 2. And again, a lead that was 18 only moments ago could be 12 if these free throws are converted, but Schreier misses the first. Feintuck will check in for Danis. Schreier eyes the second. Way long. Nice box out by Chicagoland, and they get the rebound. Here's Newlander along the baseline. Sends it out to Nassatir. He dribbles off his foot and out of bounds. Schultz checks back into the ballgame for Weinbaum. Kamenetsky sits for the Storm. Now Stern dribbles across half court, leading by 14. Here's Jacoby. Skip pass to Stern for an open 3 off the back iron, and then on the rebound, looks like Jacoby is going to get called for over the back, which will send Nassatir to the line for 2.
This is not what Weinbaum wants. They certainly don't want a foul shooting parade here going back down court. They've got to get a little bit more under control. No reason to go over the back like that.
Lead is 14, 39-25. Nassatir will step to the line for Chicagoland. His first is good.
It's a good-looking shot there.
Lead down to 13. Still 5:45 to play. Lots of time on the clock. Does Chicagoland have a run in them? Nassatir's second is also perfect. And the lead is 12. I mean, suddenly what had been an 18-point lead is 12. It's very manageable.
Jesus. I mean, you have one job.
Wow, did you see that?
Yeah, and I can't believe that didn't go back.
Because it had come off his foot with so much backspin that it somehow stayed on this side, and then Stern, no reason for him to, you're up 12.
Nice
what a play by
Fine
Tuck. Oh, my. Got an offensive rebound and then put it up. Got fouled, has a chance for a three-point play, and what could have been a bad possession for the Storm ends up being
And again,
positive.
every time Chicagoland seems to creep back into it, they get either a three-point shot or an opportunity for the traditional three-point play if Fine Tuck can convert on the free throw here. And it looks good, yes.
15-point lead for the Storm. So after what nearly was an over and back, that ball that came off of Fine Tuck's foot had so much backspin that it stayed on this side. That was a very fortunate break for the Storm. Now here's Ehrlichman. I don't think he did walk. It kind of one of those plays where it looked like it, but he never. I don't think he ever.
A very
moved.
long step for a very short fella.
But he had never moved, and then got the shot up without walking, and then got fouled, and will have a chance again from the free throw line to cut it to 13.
What's the next game here?
Nice shot from Ehrlichman. Yeah, the next game here, Stuart, will be Eula versus the Hillel Heat from Deal, New Jersey. So that should be an exciting 7-10 matchup. That is scheduled to be at 2:15, but we'll miss that one by a few minutes probably. Second free throw is missed. Fine Tuck doing a good job of getting the rebound, now running the floor. Stern, though, pulls it out, gets it over to Jacoby. And then into the lane, and he runs over Newlander, gets called for the offensive foul. Nice job by Newlander to establish possession. Looked like it might have been a glancing blow there. I could have seen a no call, but Newlander sold it.
He sold it.
Lead is 14. Fine Tuck sits back down. Schultz into the ball game for the Storm. Schultz, Jacoby, Stern, Barretts, and Atias on the floor. Now a three from Newlander and cuts the lead down to 11. Closest Chicagoland has been since early in the second half. 42-31 Weinbaum. Stern across half court, picked up by Ehrlichman. Dribbles left, now brings it back to the center of the court. Stern with the floater gets it to go from the free throw line. Big bucket at an opportune time there for the Storm as they had seen the lead down to 11. It's back to 13. Here's Maltzman. They're trying to find Newlander. Pass to him is deflected by Barretts, but Newlander tracks it down.
I thought he was going to pop up.
Thought he might pull up. Yeah. We've seen him do that from that deep. And now from the corner three from Jacob Ehrlichman, and the lead is suddenly 10. 44-34 Weinbaum. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Opening day Cooper Invitational. Pass is nearly stolen, but Atias tracks it down. He dribbles along the baseline, can't get it to go. Newlander with the rebound. Here comes Newlander. Oh, great play by Atias. Chips it away, but then Newlander gets it back. Nassatir along the baseline, gets the jumper to go, and the lead is 8. Getting a little close here for Weinbaum, and Coach Dunn smartly calls a timeout. Stop the clock.
I told the ref, because that's looming large. The possession area. Close ball game here. We're just trying to get some stuff fixed over at the scoreboard. But, hey, Josh, they didn't fix the possession arrow. This is going to loom large. It's still with Chicago. The possession arrow should go back to Weinbaum now. I know, but they don't take our word for it, so that's fine. I have a feeling if we do have a jump ball down here and they give the ball to
Chicagoland.
Coach Dunn's going to blow a freaking gasket.
Sorry, we're getting a little involved here as the broadcasting came into the get Lee's attention. Might want to. What the referee was telling me is they might be having trouble hearing the whistle, but then if that's the issue, you just got to be. You got to be nothing. You have, as the clock keeper, you shouldn't even be really worrying about the score. So you really should be doing nothing but having your finger on the clock and just every time you hear any sort of whistle, you got to be stopping that clock.
But the problem again. All right, well, we'll see. I'm not going to belabor the point anymore.
Yeah, but the possession arrow, I think it actually was improperly administered last time, but then it was compounded by then
keeping it at Chicago.
Well, giving it. They got the ball and the possession arrow last time. It's a twofer. Here's Stern, right sideline, guarded by Newlander aggressively. Chicago. This is the most energy we've seen Chicagoland play with the entire game.
No question.
As they've cut the lead
all of a
to
sudden
8.
They're playing with some urgency. Nice play.
Here's Barrett, goes up, good ball fake, gets it to go. Needed points there badly. Lead us back to 10, 3 to play. 3:08 to be precise. Here's Maltzman for Chicagoland. Newlander spins. Left elbow.
Weinbaum has got to play tough on the defense on the three-point shooter. Oh, nice defense there.
Look at Newlander, how he ended up coming back up with that ball. There's just nothing. That was tenacious right there. If he would have, I think if he could have played like that the whole game, we could be looking at a different result right here. But he certainly has upped the intensity level as well. Coach Dunn pleading for a call, not getting it though. Here's Newlander from the free throw line. First one's good. Looking much more confident from the line than he did earlier in the game. Lead is back to 9, 46-37. His second beautiful rotation, nothing but net, and it's back to 8 once again, 2:53 to play. And Coach Newlander calls a timeout after those free throws, probably wants to set up some defense. This would be a remarkable comeback if Chicagoland can come all the way back from an 18-point deficit here in the fourth quarter. Still a lot of work, though. Down 8, just under 3 to play. And like you've said before, Stuart, every time that this is the first time Chicagoland really has made an extended run, but even so, that last possession on the offensive side, Weinbaum found Barrett's underneath the basket, and he got a nice lay-in.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play, well run, good ball movement. And took a little bit of time off, too. So Weinbaum just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They do not need to get, Chicagoland, like you said, this is the first time they play with this much urgency. And Weinbaum needs to just relax and play their game and don't buy into that right now.
So as we come out of the timeout, Schultz, Stern, Barrett, Danis, and Harari on the floor for the Storm.
Okay, these referees are really not know what's going on here. He already took his 2 free throws. He doesn't need to be getting more free throws. It's just Weinbaum's ball under the basket.
I think Chicagoland was trying to sell it a little bit. It's a nice move. I have to applaud. That's kind of like the old Memphis Tigers wrong way play there. I'd never imagine if that could have worked. Still a bit of confusion here as to, I think they've got it cleared up now. Maltzman. Here comes Stern now across the half-court line for.
Whoa!
Wow,
that's kind of pass you don't need.
Here's Newlander. Spins, goes up and under. Looks like he might have gotten hacked. No foul, ball on the ground, and here we go. Possession.
And what did I tell you? See, they're not even looking at
I think they're just deciding.
Right.
They're taking care of business on their own. But now they've just changed the possession arrow back now.
Now he changed it again.
Oh, my. Oh, my. All kinds of fun here. Now Stern gets the ball, tie up now for Maltzman.
Now they should just leave the damn thing. Don't touch the button. The referees have got it. This is the one thing the referees have got right.
Yeah, they've got the possession arrow down pat.
They've got that one down pat. Leave it alone now.
All right, here's Maltzman.
Leave it.
2:20 to play. Chicagoland down 8. Newlander, right baseline, goes up, draws the contact. No, can't get the shot to go, but he will go to the free throw line for 2. And he hits these 2, Stuart, and it's suddenly a 2-possession ball game.
Unbelievable.
A lot of it has happened at the free throw line. Really exactly what Chicagoland needed to have happen, and what you said, Stuart, that Weinbaum did not want to see happen, which was a free throw parade, and that's exactly what Chicagoland has gotten.
And all of a sudden we've seen Jared Stern make some mistakes that he hasn't really made all day.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lane violation called here if he misses this, but he makes it. Lead is 6, 46-40.
Give it to him.
Can the Storm weather the storm? Stern brings it up court. Chicagoland chooses not to exert pressure. Newlander cuts off the penetration for Stern. He now dribbles to the right elbow. His pass is tipped away. Smart play.
Oh, no!
It's tipped away. Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me? I mean, it was clearly off the Chicagoland player.
Pass was tipped away.
Chicagoland tipped it.
The pass was tipped back court, and it was really a smart play by Schultz.
I was about to say it was a very smart play by the Weinbaum player to get over the side to make sure that it didn't look like backcourt.
And the referee called it over.
Now we go. There, they got it right. Good job. Red ball. They got it right.
But it should have been the off official should have been more assertive from the get-go and made sure.
Right, absolutely.
It was such a poor.
I was thinking to myself, a very smart play by Schultz. By Schultz, absolutely.
Yeah, to let it go back court, not to sort of like have any question about where.
Exactly, right.
He sort of let the ball establish itself, if that's the right term. Anyway, and then he got burned on the call. Luckily, everything corrected. Now here's Danis. A strong play into the lane. Gets the layup to go. And the lead is back to 8. Now here's Nassatir. Looked like he shuffled. No call. Maltzman. Newlander right elbow. Guarded by Schultz. He goes into the lane. Gets contact. No call, but then gets the layup to go. Lead is back to 6. 1:30 to play.
He's got unbelievable control of the basketball.
It looks like Chicagoland might have waited too late to play their game, but still lots of time left. 1:20 to go. Here's Pearl, center circle. Guarded by
going to get a carry call here real quick.
Now Stern might want to think about fouling and putting them on the floor, see if they can make shots from the free throw line. 1:10 to play. Stern into the lane. Can't get the runner to go. Ehrlichman needs to have a sense of urgency.
Kind of an ill-advised shot. I don't know what the purpose of that was.
No shot clock here, and he's going to get called.
No, he called timeout. I thought he was going to call for carry.
That was a major hesitation move with a lot of hand under the ball. And I think that's bailed out by
timeout from his father, uncle, or coach. I'm not sure who.
That was very fortunate in my opinion, because I think these officials who are a little bit quick with the
carry call.
Yeah, and I think he might have gotten whistled for one there had the call not come.
This is actually the game we thought we were going to see. Even with a 4-13, you could just tell Weinbaum, well coached, have a lot of athletes. You just thought this was going to be a much better game.
Yeah, well, we've seen them, here before, and we knew that they had a quality basketball team, and you could call it a misseeding or whatever, what have you. It's just I think we expected a competitive ball game, and then Weinbaum just completely took Chicagoland out of it early, and it took Chicagoland three quarters and a couple of minutes before they finally started.
Now we have a referees convention over here in the booth.
48-42, just under a minute to play in the ball game, as Chicagoland has really turned what looked like a blowout into a tight contest here late. Chicagoland will have possession at half court coming out of this timeout. 2-possession ball game. Can Chicagoland find one of their spot-up three-point shooters?
Now, why are they getting the ball under the basket? The timeout was way up here on time.
Yeah, it should be at the hash. Court, I should think about at the left hash or at half court.
Just no paying attention really, but whatever. The thing that would kill me is if I'm a coach, I'm setting up a play on the outside,
I'd want to know.
Then they're giving me the ball under the basket. But anyway, here we go. Let's look for Newlander after he throws it in.
Wait, Chicagoland call. Wait one.
Okay, this is just getting completely out of hand. This is really completely out of hand. No. Oh my God.
Chicagoland called a timeout. Again, we thought that.
No, Chicagoland called a timeout as they're dribbling down. This is crazy.
Chicagoland called timeout as they came across half court.
There we got it.
Now
right.
Coach Dunn is asking why.
Now the ball should be over here. There you go. Right. That's what we were saying 10 minutes ago. Oh, my goodness. Woo.
Early tournament. This is early season, Stuart. So
Right.
the officials need to get into their game as
Right.
well. I mean, sometimes it takes a little while. All right. Pass comes in to Newlander. He gets it to Schultz. Now Newlander with an open
it's
look
off.
from the elbow cannot get it to go. Now they need a foul. Now I think they need a foul. Good job by Ehrlichman to do so.
Yeah,
It's gonna put
now
Schultz
for
on the
sure.
line.
It's make a basket if you don't foul, and then
It's gonna have to
hopefully they miss their free throws, and then we got to go get some three-pointers. And, hey, that's the shot they wanted.
Yeah.
Newlander had the shot there. It was just completely off.
He had a look from the right elbow and just floated a little bit right. Really never found his shot the entire day. Ultimately found a way to get some points from the free throw line and also some shots in the lane, but really couldn't get the long distance game to go.
Nice.
And then good job by Schultz to convert.
I don't even know if it touched the net.
Yeah, that was really
It was
pretty.
just like
Nice
straight
arc,
in.
nice arc on it, and gets the shot to go. And the lead is 7, 49-42. That makes it 3 possessions, which is big. Schultz's second, also
good.
really sweet. Touches the rim and just falls down gently, and now it's 8. Can Chicagoland come all the way back? Cut what was it, an 18-point lead all the way down to 6. Now here's Newlander. Gets it off to Schreier. Now Nassatir, he's got the lane, takes it at Barrett's. And Barrett's, a lot of times you get called for the foul there when you bring the arms down viciously like that.
They want the Joey Loskov off the shooter's hands on that one.
Yeah, kudos.
Not going to
That's
get
a Daniel Loskov special.
Loskov, right. Oh, nice steal.
Now things falling apart. Danis, that's a goaltend. Newlander went up and swatted. In European basketball, your international basketball, that was legal. That ball was up on the rim. That's allowed.
We'd have to ask Josh Newlander if he's been in Europe lately.
That makes it back to 10, and I think that might do it.
8.
No, because it had been 8. That's a basket. They didn't give him the basket. That was supposed to be a basket. It's 52-42.
It's 52-42.
Got to get it.
Jesus.
Your scoreboard on the on your screen correctly says 52-42.
We got it right.
Inbounds play comes to Newlander for 3, and just a little too late there, Stu, from the corner. Newlander gets the 3 to go, and it cuts it to 7, and now.
Why is the clock stopping on a made basket? This isn't the NBA.
No. Needs to let that clock run. A lot of early tournament jitters from many circles. Have some clock. Not the broadcasting crew. We're doing a great job.
No. Hey, we don't have jitters. We
Free
come
throw
in. We come in ready to play.
Converted by Stern. Leads back to 8 with 10 seconds to play, and I think that Storm are going to come away victorious. That should have been a lane violation. Newlander sends it down court. Storm really should just stay away on defense right now. Here's Newlander. Gets the pass inside to Schreier. Can't get it to go, and the Storm is going to come away with a hard-fought, well-earned victory over the number 4 seed Chicagoland Tigers. A dejected Tigers bunch, jubilance on the Weinbaum side.
And I don't believe Tier 2 is any consolation for Chicagoland coming in here.
They certainly expected to compete.
Absolutely.
At for the championship.
And Weinbaum seems to have a feel that they think they belong here in Tier 1.
I look for them to do good things going forward in this tournament. You want to try to go get Coach Dunn there for a minute, Stu? Yeah, Stu's going to go try to get Coach Dunn for a minute here to get some of his thoughts on the game. Very exciting. Hey, y'all fought hard. Some handshakes from the Chicagoland team. Don't hear you. Turn it on. Having trouble with our court mic. Still no.
You hear me now?
Now I got you.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Coach Dunn,
I'm going to get Coach Dunn in here for a second. We just want to get a quick interview. So great game. I know you came in here as a 13 seed, and I don't know how they picked the seedings, but how do you get your team prepared? Because they were extremely well prepared for a very good athletic Chicagoland team.
Well, every day we come into practice. Early on in the season, at the beginning, we set goals and objectives that we want to reach. And every day in practice, we come in and we work our hardest. And we try to build on that, like I said, every day, and it's paying off.
Absolutely. Your team played very well within itself. You played in your game. You had to know a little bit about Josh Newlander, but other than that, I mean, it looked like you had kind of trap on him a little bit, but what else did you have coming in?
Well, that was pretty much our game plan. We know he's a really good player. He gave us a lot of problems in the second half especially, but we thought if we could at least limit his touches and make every shot that he took and every possession that he had the ball tough, and I told the team that I think we will win this game. It happened.
And so now you've got a 13 seed. You're on to Tier 1. You're going to play a team, obviously a very low seed in the next round. How do you keep your team up on it for a tournament like this?
Well, I think it's now been embedded in our team's DNA that we're going to come out and work hard and play with a high energy every single night. And as long as we continue to do that and be focused and play as a team, we'll be fine.
Awesome. Congratulations. Great game. Good to see you. All right, take care. Back to you, Josh.
Stu, good job there. Coach Dunn said they definitely had a scouting report on Josh Newlander and wanted to limit his ability to, A, touch the ball, and then once he did, get open looks, and they did a good job of that, made him work for everything, and went Weinbaum's way. They come away with a big 54-45 victory over Chicagoland. They will go on to face the winner of the 5-12 game, which will be TABC versus Fastman. That'll be the last game on this court. We're going to have one more game in between that. That will be Eula versus Hillel. That's coming up here in just a minute.